Bulu. So a new shiny is available, which is good to see. It's been a while since we've had a new shiny from raids, but we've still got limited raids that we can actually do because of Niantic's stupid decisions. So we'll see how we go. Hopefully we'll get a shiny today. Hopefully everybody will get a shiny. How are we all doing? Welcome in, welcome in. So, how you doing, Mikey? How you doing, Akada? How you doing, Tef, Bell, James, Lamborghini? Welcome, welcome, guys. How are we all doing? Let's chuck some g'day vibes into the chat. So yeah, I'll start taking names down for people. Looks like we've actually got a pretty good run with eggs. Like I said, unfortunately, we won't be doing them all. How you doing, Nadia? Welcome in. Oh, my ears are blocked. It's better. It's the problem with living on top of a hill. It's just like when you drive down the hill, your ears always need to pop. So how are we all doing today, guys? How'd we all spend our day today? I should actually chuck my code at the top of the chat, shouldn't I? That would be a help for the people that need it. So, my code is 7102 4809 7775. Alright, there we go. There is my code. That is not the message. Why would you do that? That is not the message I meant to pin. That's better. Writing and sleeping. All good, all good. Wrong text, yeah, I know. Is the right one tagged at the top of the chat now? Is the code tagged? It is for me, but just so I know it is for you guys too. You feel special. Dude, it was an accident. Alright, so good, okay. Okay, cool. Alright, so I'll start taking names down. Lamborghini, I saw you wanting to get into one. So we've got Lamborghini. Who else would like to jump into a raid? Got FW. Bless me. Alright, so we got you on the list. Okay, now I need to blow my nose. Cheers, man. Stupid sneezing. It is a nice shiny. So hopefully we'll be able to get one from the 6 or so raids that we'll be doing today. Flores. Yes. Alright, there we go. So we've got Lamborghini, FWTN, and Flores so far. He spent the whole day working earlier. Well, if many of you like your job, that's not too bad, but a lot of people don't these days. Thank you for rememorizing yourself, Mikey. 9 months. It's been a long time, dude, so I appreciate that. Getting close to a year, man. Oh, my nose. Stupid thing. More people. Okay, so... Guys, just so you know, if you're already on my friends list, you don't need to, like, re-add me. You can just ask to be on the list again. It's all good. It was rough because we only had 3 people, so I had to keep the lobby closed. It's hard when you're understaffed, sort of thing, for work. It does make it a lot more difficult to get stuff done when you're relying on sort of more people and they're just not there. So these eggs start hatching in 5 minutes. So I've already got 4 people down. So we've got one more spot for this first raid. And I also brought a light today. So once it gets dark, I can actually put a light up there and still be seen. Instead of sitting in the dark. The raid update was not good. Yeah, unfortunately, we've been dealing with it now for like 11 days, so almost 2 weeks, and still hasn't been any word from Niantic being like, hey, we've heard you and blah blah blah. Like, just letting us know either way whether or not they're changing it or they're not gonna they're not gonna change it. I mean, if they were gonna say something, they would have said something by now to change it. But yeah, just not telling us anything is a really dumb thing to do. And if you've seen, they've also been advertising their new game that they're going to be releasing this year, which is a Monster Hunter game. So they've obviously been diverting, people and assets and stuff like that to that game and taking them away from Pokemon Go. But as we've seen, they keep launching all these other games and they just keep failing. So, I mean, this is their main game, and for some reason they just don't want to acknowledge that and continue actually working on this game. They're too busy trying to move forward with other games, and nobody wants to play any of these other crappy games. Like, have any of you guys played the NBA game at all? Like, if the weather doesn't change, we'll be looking at 1953 for a hundo. Okay. Thank you. Well, it might change. I mean, it's not really windy, so I don't know why we've got windy weather, to be honest. It's actually fairly still out there. Pokemon Go is the only game on your phone. I got a couple of other games, but I never play them. They're just there because I did play them at some point and I just haven't removed them. But yeah, Pokemon Go is basically the only game on my phone that I even play. It's like Pokemon Go, but with NBA. So you can go and catch yourself a shiny LeBron James. Or a mega Kevin Durant. Hey Jessica, how you doing? Good to see you. And Tension, good to see you. Yes, you may. Alright, Miss Murder. Who are you going to get into raids, just so I know who you're inviting? You have Fishdom on your phone, but you haven't played it. Is that like some sort of BDSM fish game? You've got like carp and angelfish dressed in leather, like whipping each other. Because that's what I think when like Fishdom. Alright, can you get Jessica in as well? You do have Jessica in your thing, don't you? That's alright, I can get either like Jessica and Lamborghini as well, because I've already got Lamborghini on my list, so I may as well invite him. But if you want to grab Jessica, that'll be good. Can you get Machoke is in a raid, like a Machoke raid? Guys, there isn't going to be any. It's raid hour for... We've only got these eggs popping. And if you're talking about a trade, I can't trade with you guys because distance trades. Okay, use. Alright, so I got Lamborghini, FWTN, Flores, 372, and UCell. As soon as they hatch, we'll jump in. Alright, so we'll start with this one that I'm... Alrighty, let's go. So yeah, it's the one that I'm sitting on this matter to use my free pass for the day. Alright, it's an FW, you sell. Lamborghini. Forest. And... Alright, there we go. Oh, and I actually didn't check this. Did anyone notice if the weather had changed? If not, what was it again? Just posted it up. Hang on. Let me scroll back. 1953. Or 2442. I guess we'll find out once we get through the raid whether or not they're weather boosted or not. Flores is in USL, FW. Who missed out? Lamborghini. I was like, who isn't in there? Lamborghini is not in there. I did invite Lamborghini to this raid. He just hasn't jumped in as far as I know. No. I will accept you guys as soon as I get back to the lobby. I can't accept people while I'm in raids. You should know this by now, guys. So just be patient. I will get to you when I can. Can you do one at the end? Yeah, I suppose, but it just depends on how long. Because remember, guys, I can only do 5 or so raids now because of the limit to the remote raid passes. So we probably won't be going overtime anymore with these raid hours because I can only, like I said, do a certain amount. Cheers, Sydney. Also, welcome in. How you doing? Good old shiny Chuzzles. Shiny Chuzzles. Shiny Chuzzles. Shiny Chuzzles is what I meant to say. All right. So we should be able to smash through these fairly quickly, given that they're fairly... All right, so they are weather boosted, because this was 23 something. So, shiny vibes. Hopefully we get some shinies. All right, first raid shiny. Come on, first raid shiny. First raid shiny. First raid shiny. No. 2358, okay. And we start with the annoyance. What's after Tapu Bulu? I don't know. Terrible IVs. Alright. Oh, yeah, guys, there's no point sending me invites because I'm not going to be jumping into them. Arceus might be coming to Pokemon Go. If it does, it's not going to be in raids. Given that it's a special Pokemon, that they would save it for a research thing like they have for Mew and Jirachi and Celebi and all that sort of stuff. We wouldn't get it from raids. And given that there's been no indication of any Go Fest this year, because they haven't released any information about it at this point, and usually by this time of the year they've announced when Go Fest is and where it's going to be and all that sort of stuff, it's looking like we're not going to get one this year, which is another thing that sort of hints at the fact that Niantic doesn't care about this game anymore, because they're not even going to bother with Go Fests and stuff anymore. Alright, so I've got you two guys on the list. Niantic doesn't even know, you reckon? Yeah. Well, it wouldn't make sense. They should know what's going on with their own game, but as I said at the start of the stream, they're just stretching themselves too thin these days by just trying to work on too many games. They don't have the workforce at their company to be able to focus on multiple games. And they've got the NBA game, they've got Ingress, they've got this, and now they've got Pikmin, and they're trying to do another Monster Hunter game now as well. So that's like 5 games that they've got running at once. They can't even do one game, so... Monster Hunter is so hard to explain. The movie, or... Because the movie was a bit of a flop of a movie. An Ark. Monster Hunter's been around longer than Ark has been. But if you're talking about the actual game, like the Niantic version of the game, like Monster Hunter's been around on PlayStation for quite a while now, since like the PlayStation 2, I think. Hey Lachlan. Sorry, dude, I didn't see. I'm trying to pay attention to the chat and that. Alright, Ucel, I'm happy to invite you again. I just need to keep an eye on other people, because there's more people that haven't done a raid yet, and we'll get them into raids. Hopefully that's double L. Why? It's hard to tell. Why do capital I's and small L's have to look the same? Like uppercase I's and lowercase L's. They just look the same, so it's like, okay, so that is an I. Okay. Just so I know. That is an I and not an L. So Ile. So that's 4. We've got Jovan, Behavish, Ucel, and Ile. Is there anybody else that would like to jump into a raid? Let me know. And we'll jump over to the library, Miss Murder. You think the I is shorter? Not a noticeable amount of shorter. Dude, don't rush me into raids. I will do raids when I'm ready to do raids. If you can't be patient, then too bad. So we've got one more spot. Is there anybody else that wants to jump in? Yet. Hey Joe, Why did Pokemon Go raise the price? Because Niantic's greedy. It's for the longevity of the game, apparently. Alright, well, we'll just jump in with who we've got. I do have one slot that's open, guys, so if anybody wants to jump in, just let me know. So yeah, it's the library Miss Murder is the one we're doing. Alright, so those three, then you sell. Guys, don't spam. I've already got you on the list. If I've said you don't need to keep telling me to invite you because I've already said that you're getting in. And if you have jumped into a raid, guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And subscribe if you haven't already, because we do this every week. So if you want to get into future raid hours. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and so on. We're at 9 already, that's good to see. Good to see, we're getting up there nice and quickly. Alright, so Ile, Jovan, Usal. So who are we still waiting on? Behavish. Oh my god, I'm so sore. Like my back is killing me today. I didn't sleep last night properly because my back was just felt like somebody was just stabbing me in the back the whole night. Bloody backstabbers. My spine, like all the muscles around my spine are just really sore, which is not good. It's like yesterday I was sore as well, but it was like my knee. My knee was really sore and it made it really difficult to do leg day, and now I've woken up today and my back is really sore. Did you miss out on this? I thought you were in this one, Mikey. Yeah, you can get into the next one. Just let me know, Miss Murder, if you can't invite him. I'll chuck him on my list. It's not often you see Guzzlord in the raids. Just auto-picking my teams. Alright, this one is 2378, so it's going to be a bit better than the last one, but still not great great IVs. Shiny vibes. Let's see who's getting the shiny from this one. How has it already been 2 years? Time flies, dude. Time definitely flies. I mean, the 2 years of like the lockdowns and pandemic and all that sort of stuff went past really quickly. Alright, fingers crossed we can get a shiny from our second raid. It is a non-shiny. Did anybody get a shiny from this one? Nope, no shinies. Damn. Weather boosted is 2442. It's dark here, so I can't read. I'm like, I can't see. Makes it a little bit better. That'll do, as long as it's sort of lit in here. Dude, can you stop munching all my berries and just stay in the ball? Because you're not even that good. Tiger Gaming, if you've sent me a friend request, I will get to you as soon as I'm done with this. Just hang on a second, my dude. So yeah, anybody that's waiting, make sure that you've sent me a friend request. If you haven't already, my code is tagged at the top of the chat. I will get you into a raid. I got 5 XLs for that. And surprisingly, I still have more XL candies than I do normal candies for this. Alright, so we'll do the next one over from that one, Miss Murder. Grab J. Howard. Alright, and Mike LTXO. Yeah, LTXO. So yeah, that was you, Tiger. Alright, so who else would like to jump into this raid? Because we've got 3 open slots, so let me know, guys. You want into another one? No worries. Anybody else? You're poor, no more remote raid passes. Yeah, unfortunately, they've really shot themselves in the foot, claiming, like I said before, this is supposed to be for the longevity of the game, but I really don't see how it's gonna do that. Ash Pikachu. So we've got one more slot. Miss Murdo, are you going to invite Mikey, or should I chuck him on the list for me? Okay, you can, no worries. Alright, so yeah, I got one more slot, guys, so let me know if anybody wants to jump in. Jimmy, do you get longer hair? Yeah, I got longer hair than... Nobody else? If there's nobody else, I'm happy to just jump into this one. Just let me know if you're on my list already, guys, and I can get you into this next one. Alright, so we got J. Howard, Mike, Usel, and Ash. Mike, I did. I have sent you one. Didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did. Yep. What's my favorite shiny in 2023? What, the ones that have been released this year, or just what's your favorite shiny of this year? Shiny of the year. I don't really know. I haven't really kept track of shinies, to be honest. Something that I don't really pay too much attention to these days because I get so many, so it's just hard to keep track of what I've gotten so far this year. I'd have to go through and have a look, but I don't really acknowledge stuff like, what's my favorite one of this year so far? I don't, keep sort of that stuff at hand in my memory. Weedle, you'll be sort of pleased to know, Miss Murder, that I caught a huge Weedle the other day. He's just like, it's huge, and it was a Weedle. And I laughed. It was just like, Miss Murder would like that. T-Mag, as soon as I can get back to the friends list, I will be happy to add you, dude. So just hang on as soon as I'm done with this raid. You have a tiny and large Weedle and a tiny and large Caterpie. You can't play the game on reception because you broke. It broke after you updated. So yeah, that's fun. Yeah, there's a few problems with the recent update. But that's fairly normal in this game. I mean, there's usually something wrong with the game just in general at any given time. So we're smashing through these raids fairly quickly, which is good to see. Alright, is this going to be our shiny boy? The IVs are going to be 2363, so another really average IV one. Seem to be getting a lot less golden Ras now from the raids, which is also a bit of a pain in the ass. Shiny, no shiny. Your favourite shiny is Shadow Shiny Charizard. See? 2 stars. Every single one of them has been 2 stars so far, so that's a bit disappointing. Alright, so shinies from this year. Let's have a look to see what we've gotten so far. Whole bunch of Togetic and Togekiss and that, obviously. Oh, yeah, okay. This is my favourite shiny of the year so far. Just for the simple fact that it took me nearly, well, over 800 encounters to finally get one. So we'll definitely call our shiny unknown my favourite one of the year, which we got during the Hoenn tour. Yeah, I was actually lucky to get it because it spawned sort of in between 2 other Pokemon, and it was an incense spawn, so I was really struggling to click on it, and I was just like, I have to click on this before it despawns, and I luckily did it, and yeah, it popped up as a shiny, and I jumped around like a crazy person and actually hurt my foot while jumping around like a crazy person. Alright, so Hugo Hayden. Hugo and Basil. Or Basil, rather, sorry. Yes, I'll get you onto the list. So is there anybody else that would like to jump into this raid? Let me know. T-Mag, I have. Put you on the list. This light doesn't really seem to be doing anything. Sorry. You now have Jolteon, Sylveon, Umbreon, in addition to Vaporeon, also one of some of the favorite Beedrill, Pignite, Gira, Tauros, Donphan, Kecleon, Lunatic. Nice, dude. Kecleon's good. That's a rare one to have. No worries, Mike. If you haven't already, guys, make sure to hit that thumbs up button if I've gotten you into a raid. It does help the streams out immensely. And also consider subscribing, because we do this every week. So if you would like to get into future raid hours, it's the best way to do it, because you will get notifications when I go live. Is there anybody else that would like to jump into a raid? Let me know, guys. Let me know. He's easy to find where you are, because he's like, present state official animal. You Tauros, you mean? It's your regional. If you need to, guys, my code is tagged at the top of the chat. Is this a tiny Caterpie? Well, I mean, it is a tiny Caterpie, because isn't every Caterpie tiny? Yeah, good old Kangaskhan. I have so many shiny Kangaskhan's now, and Hundos. I've got like 4 shinies and 3 Hundos or something like that. Just let me know, guys, if you want to jump into a raid. If not, I'm happy to jump into them. The only thing is, I've only got 3 more raid passes, I think, so I can only do... Oh, I've actually only got... Oh, no, wait, I can buy another one. I gotta buy one. But yeah, I can only do 3 more raids. Actually, I do have another... How many? No. I was going to say, hang on, do I have any premium passes? But I don't. I know, if we've still got time left, I might drive to some other raids, because there's a few that are close enough that I can drive to, like that one that's behind me, and the ones that are up over there. They're not too bad to get to. But you can definitely notice a big difference. Like, even with this, it's a new shiny. Usually when there's new shinies dropped, the raid hours are usually fairly busy. But tonight, because of how Niantic's raised the price on the remote raid passes, you can just see that people aren't as interested in them anymore. Yeah, that's all good, dude. Like I said, it's just the way Niantic they've stuffed the game over. And guys, if I have accepted your friend request to get you into raids, don't bother sending me gifts, because I'm not going to open them. This is only for raids, guys. It's like you're not permanently being added to the friends list. It's only to do raids. You will likely get removed at some point to make room for future raid hours. So yeah, don't waste your time sending me gifts, because there's no point. Anybody else want to jump into a raid? If not, I'm going to jump into one. We'll do this next one up, Miss Murder, the South Africa Memorial. I've got 2 people on my list, but with the people that Miss Murder is inviting, we will have enough to get it done, because it's not a hard raid boss. Hugo and Basil. 2 more interactions. Wait, we've got an interaction today because you're in a raid, yeah? You don't open them anyway. Yeah, I'm sort of the same. I mean, it was one of the perks of being a member of the channel on my friends list. It's like, I will send you gifts and open gifts, and it's just... I just hate the system of doing it. It's just too slow, having to go through and find the people and then open a gift and then send them a gift and attach, stickers and all that sort of stuff. It just takes too long. If there was an easier way that I could just mass send gifts, it'd be so much easier. Alright, so hopefully Basil will get in as well. I did send you an invite, dude, so keep an eye out for it. 5 is more than enough to get it done anyway. Like I said, it's not a big raid boss. Because the game is auto-selecting them, and they're both poison types. Given that Tapu Bulu is fairy grass. But yeah, my team's just being auto-selected, so I don't have a lot of good poison types, so it's just selecting what it can. I should make parties, but why would I bother? I don't need to worry about that. It's not like it's going to be a struggle. We'll still get through it easily enough. Tiger, yeah. I could have gotten you into this one too because I had open slots for it. Is that account on my friends list already? If not, just send me a friend request. That's all good, dude. Hey, Becky. Oh my god, my chat disappears as soon as I... hey, Becky. How you doing, dude? With my pen. Pen, stop disappearing on me, please. Stay there. That it is dull, that it is. Jimmy is nice 95% of the time, except when he's mad. Yeah, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. I will literally start throwing babies at you. Alright, another one down. Let's see, is this one going to be a shiny boy? Shiny vibes, good luck. Hopefully someone gets a shiny from it. Has anybody actually managed to get a shiny tonight so far? No worries, Tiger. Please be shiny. You poo. 2411. Okay, so this one's actually going to be half decent. It's the best one that I've gotten so far tonight. Which one, Lachlan? I've had a rant at people bailing on raids a number of times. At least we're catching these easily. So this one is not too bad, not too bad. We'll start that one. Like I said, it's a shame that it isn't a shiny. Alright, so next one over, we have, what, 2 raid passes left? Okay. Alright, so I can do 2 more remote raids, guys, and then I might have to start doing these ones over here that I can drive to quickly. But most raids look like they hatched around the same time tonight. So we've only got like 25 minutes as well. There's one that's hatching there in 90 minutes, which is close enough, so we might be able to drive over to that one. So we'll keep getting through them quickly. Let me just... Alright, Alright, so we've got J-Ray Gaming and Twerry Tom. Okay, is there anybody else that would like to jump into? No worries, Tiger. You good? Glad you've got 4 days work so far this week. Just had a call for tomorrow. Hopefully Friday will be your first ever 5 days. Nice, dude, nice. It's good to see that you're getting into the swing of it. I can remember when you first started, you were like, oh, I don't really want to do it. And now you're just like, oh, 5 days a week, that'll be sick. Oh, nice, dude. Seems that you're getting used to the money, like having money. Which one is in which rant? Yeah, like I said, there's been a few. Like I said, guys, if you've liked the stream and I've gotten you into a raid, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It does help the stream out. And it's the least you can do for me getting you into a raid and all. Doesn't take a lot of effort. Anybody else want to jump in a raid? Let me know. Ow, my back. Oh, that hurt my back. You're raiding here on your main, and a stupid thing wouldn't back out. Oh, seriously? Damn. You should have, like, yeah, you should have just stayed in the raid then. Oh, no, yeah, okay. You're raiding where you are and you didn't, there wasn't enough people. Okay. Sorry, I just misread that. Damn. Hopefully you'll be able to get some people into that raid and you haven't actually lost your pass then. Hopefully you can just keep trying. That's because you're just lazy and didn't want to work. But this work is easy and the people who you work with are awesome, so you love it. Nah, that's good to hear, dude. Good to hear that you're enjoying it. Alright, is there anybody that wants to jump into this raid? If not, I'll jump in with the couple of guys that I've got. Like I said, guys, we've only got a few more raids that we can actually do before we're out of passes. Yeah, see, I can join 2 more raids today. Remote raids will be used when the battle starts. Ben, send me a friend request if you haven't already. What is your in-game name if you're already on my friends list? My code is tagged at the top of the chat, guys, so you need to send me a friend request. Oh, that's right, I didn't bring a drink with me, damn it. Ain't got no water. After the raid, can we battle? Yeah, I suppose. Sorry guys, I'm like yawning. Pummel, I'm guessing that's you, Ben? Pummel. No, all good, Becky. No, just in general, we've seen a big drop-off in the raids. People just aren't as interested as they were. Yeah, a lot of people they're not happy with the price changes, so they're just not playing the game anymore. Sort of thing. I've noticed it over the last couple. Like last week wasn't too bad. Last week was actually more people than I thought there was going to be, but so far this week I can definitely notice that there's been a huge drop off in people's interest with the raids. It isn't the most interesting of raid bosses either, but I mean, it was last week's. And this is a new shiny, so I thought it would have at least been a little bit interesting to people, but for the most part, yeah, it's just not the same. I can see the game dying off right before our very eyes. And yeah, if you've been on Twitter and seen any of the feedback that people are sort of giving to Niantic at the moment, not just with the remote raid stuff that's changed, but just with the events that we've had lately, like a lot of people are not really too happy with Swine Up getting a Com Day Classic, because they're just like, we've already had this a bunch of times, we're not really interested in it. They haven't announced anything for GoFest, so it's like half-ass events, not mentioning stuff about big events that should be happening in the game, the raid pass boosts, not boosts, but nerfs rather. So it just looks like they're phoning it in now. They've gone into maintenance mode for this game, and they're not going to bother trying to really do anything with it anymore. So after 6 years, they've just decided that they don't care, and that's sort of sad. Certainly less people on your account, yeah. Someone needs to do Niantic Echoes. Not really. I mean, they're doing a pretty good job of running their own company into the ground. I don't think we need to contribute to that. No worries, Lachlan. As long as we've got 5 or so people in each raid, it's all good. We should be able to get through them easily enough. It's not the chunkiest of raid bosses, luckily. But yeah, it's sad to see. All the years that a lot of us have put into this game over, say, the last 6 years, like however long you've been playing it, and just, the relationships that you've built up with people and all that sort of stuff. It's, yeah, Niantic are supposedly all about community, and that's one of the main reasons why they did the nerf to the remote raid passes, because they wanted people to get back into the real world and play the game and all that sort of stuff. But the community just doesn't seem to be there anymore because of the stuff that Niantic keep doing. So it seems to be very ass backwards, like what they're doing, sort of thing. It's detrimenting the community rather than contributing to it. So it's just making it hard to do community things when Niantic is just so against it for some reason. But it just seems to be game companies in general these days, because I mean, if you've seen, there's been some controversy with Nintendo as well recently, like DMCing people's videos on YouTube, like flagging them and taking them down, like getting them taken down, and like actually copyright striking people and all that sort of stuff. So really underhanded stuff from just game companies in general, which is, I don't understand why they're so against the communities that love their games. Just, it makes no sense. It's like they've got nothing better to do than just piss all over the people that actually like their stuff. Feels like another Red Dead story again, but with Pokemon. Yeah. I mean, at least Red Dead, it's a good game. They put a lot of work into Red Dead, and it has its issues, but I mean, it's still a great game. This has just always had its issues. Shiny vibes, guys. Let's see who's getting a shiny. Not me. Another 9370, so not too good. You done? No worries, Tef. Thank you for joining in. Much appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Sleeping. Yeah, so a lot of the stuff that Nintendo's been doing lately has been against Zelda stuff. So one of the things I was thinking about, you know, going through and actually playing through Breath of the Wild on the channel before Tears of the Kingdom comes out. But I'm sort of apprehensive about doing that now because it's just like, I don't really want to get copyright strike by Nintendo because I'm playing one of their games on my channel. No worries, Jessica. I have one more remote raid pass myself, but there's like 13 minutes left for most of these raids, so by the time we're done with one more raid, probably be getting pretty close to the end of raid hour, because as you can see, most of them are going to finish. We didn't really get any late hatching eggs, so if anything, once we've done one more raid, we might be able to do this one here. I can drive over to it and do an in-person raid. But that might end up doing us for the evening, guys. Play Fortnite? Nah, I'm not into Fortnite. Not my jam. Data, are you on my friends list? If you need to, guys, send me a friend request. You'll have to send me a friend request, Darth. So my code is tagged at the top of the chat. Guys, like I said, if I've gotten you into a raid, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It does help out the stream. And I know that I've gotten more than 12 people into a raid so far, so not everybody is doing it. Make sure you do it, guys. If I've gone to the trouble of getting you into a raid, it's the least you can do, like hitting that thumbs up button. It doesn't take a lot of effort. And it does help me out a lot with the streams and the YouTube algorithm, so yeah, make sure you help me back since I've helped you guys out. Do I have a PlayStation or Xbox? Last PlayStation I had was a PlayStation 2. Got a Nintendo Switch and PC. Thanks, Jess. But that's what you gotta do as a YouTuber. You gotta make sure that you remind people, because people do forget. And it's not because, you know, you guys don't want to, it's just that, yeah, people just forget. What are the best attackers? Yeah, poison and fire types. Or even flying types as well. Anything that's, because it's a fairy grass, so anything that those two types are weak to. So you can use like Charizard and Moltres and stuff like that, because it has a double weakness to both flying and fire. Alright. Got you on the list, dude. It's just worse with lives because the chat pops up straight. Yeah. Yeah. You hatched a shiny Badoo today. Nice. Well done, Jessica. I have a couple of shiny Badoos now. It's been one of the babies that I've been really lucky. I think I have like 2 of them. I'm just spewing that I wasn't able to hatch the shiny Togepi on the weekend during Com Day. The only mega raids that are around are there's Mega Slowbro, and I'm pretty sure nobody's really interested in them dudes, so I don't think we'll be doing one. It's either Tapu Bulu or nothing at this point. Because there's only a couple of people in here now. We had more people in here before, but most people I think are done. Like, the raids are just dying off, guys, because of Niantic, so... Yeah, keep in mind, dude, that these are raid hours for the legendary bosses, so if you come in and you want to do other stuff, that's likely not going to happen, because we're concentrating on the featured Pokemon during raid hour. I'm not just hosting raids in general, I'm hosting raids for the raid boss that's available during raid hour. Your Adventure Seek isn't working, might have to log in and out because your walk heaps at work. Just hasn't worked for about a month. Yeah, I have my Adventure Sync turned off right now anyway because I'm not giving Niantic location data. Because screw them. If they're gonna screw our remote raids over, then they don't, yeah, they're not making money off of my location data. So is there anybody else? I've got data. Yeah, I've got you on the list, Darth. Is there anybody else that wants to jump into a raid? Let me know. But yeah, I think most people might be done with this, to be honest. They've used their remote raid passes and such. Hopefully it'll only be a couple of weeks of this and Niantic will see how they've stuffed up and they're just not making money off of this anymore, and they go, oh, maybe we should fix, maybe we should acknowledge the community. But I think it's too late for that now. Like, even if they were to acknowledge the community, I don't think it would really change much because people have just lost, like, not belief in them, but they've just lost interest in the game, and they've just lost respect for Niantic as a company. Alright, well, I guess we'll try one of these raids. We'll just do this one that's behind me, Miss Meta. Hey, Diana, how you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, we'll try this one. I'll try and get one person into it. I'll send out some random invites. We'll see how we go. But honestly, we might end up being done with it, which is really like being done by the end of raid hour is usually weird. Most people, there's still, you know, people that usually want to jump in. Who else might jump in? Chat, come back. Guess we'll just try those, sorry. There isn't 5 people in the raid by the time it gets to 10 seconds, guys. If you do jump in, just jump out. Make sure that you jump out. Don't waste your pass. It's not looking good. Yeah, alright, jump out. Bail out. Make sure you jump out, Darth Vader. Don't waste your pass, dude. Alright, well, we won't worry about those raids because they've only got like 4 minutes left. So we'll just skip those raids because we're not going to get people into it. But we do have one raid over there that's got 57 minutes. So that'll be our last one that we organize for the night. So Dada, I will be happy to re-invite you to that one. Is there anybody else that wants to jump into a raid? It's our last raid for the night, guys. So, but yeah, these were usually one of the big draws to the channel during the week, sort of thing. These raid hour passes, so it looks like these raid hour streams. So it looks like Niantic's just killed them. So essentially, Niantic is contributing to my channel not doing as well as it should be, because Niantic stuff. Because Niantic are stuffed, I should say, not Niantic are stuff. Lachlan, there's one here that's got 57-ish minutes, so I'm happy to invite to this one instead. We'll just skip the other ones. No worries, Diana. Remember, guys, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. So yeah, this will be our last raid. Anybody want to jump into the raid? I've already got you on the list, Darth. That's okay. Anybody else want to jump into the raid? Because we need to make sure that we've got enough people. If we can't get 5 people, then there's no point doing it. If you need to, guys, my code is tagged at the top of the chat. So send me a friend request. Oh, no worries, Jessica. Hey, actually got another in-person read. I'm actually tempted to, instead of using my remote raid pass, save that, since they're expensive these days, and just drive over to that gym, because it's only take me 2 seconds to get there. I'm going to do that, because then I can just use my daily pass. So give me 2 seconds, guys, while I drive over to this other raid. screen is a bit fogged up, so it's just a little bit difficult to see out of it. Tablet, don't go sliding off of the dash, thank you. Alright, we are on the raid. I take it that was your other count, Jessica? You have one remote? Oh, good. Alright. I've got you on the list. So we've got Dada and Jessica. Honestly, if we get one more, we should be all good. So is there anybody else that wants to do this raid? Like I said, guys, this will be our last raid for the evening. Actually, there's another one down there. That's all the way back in the opposite direction, though. That has just hatched as well. So technically we have 2 more raids that we could do if anybody else... I can't even click on it if anybody else is interested. You won't be able to battle because your phone died? All good. Yeah, this one's just hatched as well. Your main can help. Okay, I guess Togetic will do. So that makes 4. So honestly, we should be okay with 4. I'll throw it out there one more time. Is there anybody else that wants to jump in this raid before I do it? Because like I said, this is probably going to be our last raid for the evening, even though there is one more raid. I just don't think there's the people that are interested in it tonight. You just did one, yeah. I know that we can do it with 4 because we're doing them with 5 easily enough before, but... Fringe level, is probably going to help. Jess and Dada. So that's 4 decent accounts in there we should manage, even though it's giving me like, surely I've got better Pokemon that I could be using than Roselia. Go with Metagross. That'll be a better one. So, like I said, guys, this will probably be our last one. There is one more raid that is left that we can do, but we have to have the people. So if there's anybody that has just come in that wants to do a raid, let me know, just so I can organize the next one. If not, we'll wrap it up after this one and just call it quits for this week. But yeah, after last night's average spotlight hour and tonight's not so popular raid hour, I think that's all the evidence that I sort of need, that I need to start adding more stuff to the channel. Can't just rely on Pokemon Go anymore. We have to start doing other stuff. Otherwise, the channel is going to die. And we don't want that. But But I mean, yeah, there's been some regulars that we don't really see much anymore. Like Leon hasn't been in the chats for a while. And Chom hasn't been floating around for a while now either. So yeah, I think there's a lot of people that are sort of just getting bored with the game. Yeah, the problem with that is they've already covered most of the good stuff for Com Days and that. I mean, we've still got some decent things that they can chuck into Com Days, but yeah, I know what you mean. Spotlight hours have always been a bit hit and miss. Like, some of them have been good, others have just been garbage. The problem with the raids is we've had most of the raid bosses that we can actually get in the game more than once now, so after we've had them a couple of times, they're just not as interesting as they used to be. There's no real drive that makes people want to keep doing them. Lights shining in the mirrors in my face. So yeah, for instance, this is a new shiny, so usually this would have a bit of draw to it because it's a new shiny, but because of the nerf to the raid passes, that's just what's made this not as interesting as it should be. But yeah, I mean, we've had most other things more than enough times, like Lugia and Ho-Oh and seriously, game, thank you. And then stuff like that, where your game crashes when you get kicked out of a raid. Not game crash, but the raid glitches when you get kicked out of a raid. So I need to restart my game to try and get back into it. So the game just has so many problems with it that just look like they're never going to get fixed, and people are just sick of it now. But yeah, we've had so many of the raid bosses, like Mewtwo and Rayquaza, really seem to be the only... And I mean, I suppose Groudon and Kyogre also are a bit of a draw, but those other two, like Rayquaza and Mewtwo, they're the only things that really draw any attention to raids these days. Everything else is just a bit meh. Like, everybody just doesn't really care about them as much anymore. Of course, this thing is like nuking all of my Pokemon with like one hit. Dude, can you stop nuking my Pokemon with one hit? That's two whole teams now, and are you going to kick me out again, man? We got it done. It's just a bit of a pain in the ass. So the IVs on this are going to be 2374. So again, not really great. Shiny vibes. Fingers crossed, because this is possibly our last raid that we'll actually do of this thing while it's around as well. Shiny. No shiny. Alright, well, it looks like we're not getting a shiny one of these. Yeah, it's just a shame because, I mean, for a while, during raid hours and spotlight hours and all that sort of stuff, we were, you know, averaging good 20, 25 people, and that's just dropped off significantly. Like, we would have a decent amount of people in the chat at all times. But the game has just died off and people's interest has died off, and like I said before, there's like regulars like Chom and Leon and stuff like that, which just, they're not around as much anymore. We don't see Patricia around much anymore. Stuff like that, so I definitely feel like I need to add some more stuff to the channel because Pokemon Go seems to be in its death throes. Yeah, Leon was here yesterday, but like I said, they just don't see people around as much anymore. Like, those guys used to be in like every stream. Now, they just not. No, I'm talking legitimate stuff, dude. Like, you keep saying that sort of stuff. And I've also asked you guys to stop with those side of jokes all the time as well, just because that drives people away from the chat as well, because people just don't want to hear those same sort of jokes, adult-ish stuff all the time. It's like, you got to keep everybody in the community in mind. So yeah, I was talking actual legitimate stuff adding to the channel. So when I do ask you guys stuff that you want to see, I'm actually asking for genuine feedback, not joking around feedback. So keep that in mind as well, guys, when I ask, you know, what type of games and stuff that you would like to see on the channel. Like, that's what I mean, not just jokes all the time. If I was going to do that, like, that was sort of going to be something that was intertwined with this, because the Pokemon Go stuff was stuff that helped me deal with that, but it's something that's just difficult to do these days just because like I said, the viewership just isn't here for the Pokemon Go stuff, so I was thinking of doing stuff like that on a separate channel. Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, I gotta get back into doing that because I sort of stopped playing it, so it's definitely something that I do need to do more of. I don't know, I wanted to start doing some stuff that wasn't Pokemon related though. Just because, I mean, everything on the channel has sort of been Pokemon stuff these days. I want to start branching out a bit more from just Pokemon stuff. Because, I mean, even the main series games like Scarlet and Violet, I mean, they were rushed and they have a lot of issues, and I mean, at the end of the day, it's the same thing over and over and over again. You're just exploring a generation, like a region, you're catching Pokemon, you're doing shiny hunting, you're hosting raid dens, you know, you're doing all of that same stuff that's just the same stuff over and over and over again, and I would like to start doing some other stuff. You mean I have to go back to being Miss Murder? No, you can still contribute and help and stuff. Eminem. Is in what? Sorry, dude? Like, what? Eminem? There's multiple Eminem, like, there's chocolates, there's a rapper, there's a, you know, so, like, what? Alright, so like I said, guys, we've got one more raid that is all the way down there, so we can possibly do one more if people are interested, but I don't think there's going to be the interest. No worries, Jess. Thank you for tuning in and staying around and helping out. Much appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Okay. Sorry, I was wondering what you were on about there, doll. Alright, well, I think we're going to call it there, guys. Because, yeah, most of the viewers have gone for the evening, which is understandable. They came in and they got their raids and they booted off. But, yeah, I know I keep saying the same stuff, so I sound like a broken record, but Niantic have really killed off the raid hours. They're just not as vibrant as they used to be, and there's nobody around here that does them other than me. So I don't know how they didn't notice it. Well, not notice, because they have noticed. I don't know how they didn't just think that this was going to kill off the game without doing it on purpose, because I really feel like they've done this on purpose. Because why else would they want to kill off their game other than trying to focus on other games and all of that sort of stuff? So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. But thank you for everybody that has joined in tonight. Much appreciated, guys. Yeah, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't, just so we can do future raid hours. See how that goes going forward. But yeah, if you guys have got any suggestions for games and stuff that you would like to see on the channel, definitely let me know. I'm happy to start adding some other stuff. And maybe just turn it into a universal gaming channel rather than just a Pokemon Go related gaming channel, and start doing some other stuff over on the second channel or something like that. We'll see. We'll see where it all goes from there. Red Dead 2. I've got Red Dead Redemption 2. I've already played through it though, like recently. It's a great game, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see how we go. I'm happy to do stuff like that. Maybe do some Doom. I've got like all the Dooms, like every single one of them, so we can play through like from start to finish with the Doom games and stuff. I don't know. The channel was sort of family orientated, like, so not so much family orientated, but I wanted to make it a channel that was for like all ages, and that's what Pokemon was good for. If I start doing more violent adult type of games, then it might draw like make some of the younger people not so happy with the channel anymore, but we'll see how we go. But alright, guys, peace out. Thank you for joining in. Enjoy your morning, evening, noon, or night. Stay safe, happy hunting, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Might do something over the weekend, something different. We'll see how we go. Might do some Breath of the Wild or something over the weekend. Get started into that. But alright, guys, have a good one. Peace out. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.